said, "Mama, I'm only bad for the same lecture."
And how can the people catch you now?
The people, before the man call me back, now on the 18th, they more.
The same man now.
Yeah, the same man.
The same man who want for you to go steal.
Yeah, he called me on the 18th.
Yeah.
Now in the around about 8:30, the man called me. He said, "Oh, my man, I'll let you be, I'll call you back again."
So that time you go to work?
I go to work.
You live for a working place, you come to the man.
Yeah, I'm from to my working area to Clarence to now go to the man.
To go steal now.
No, I'm not go steal. I go to yeah. How you question me? The thing you want for me to explain for you to understand, then you still questioning me, doubling the question. How many talk clear now?
Okay, let's go now. I beg you, sorry.
I say,
when they call you in the net now.
When the man call me in the net, he asked me, say, how many of you are working to the area? I say, we are 3.
You told the message you're 3.
Yeah. So he said, I want to give you tea to carry to
the message you want to give you what?
Tea. Have milk tea.
Oh, milk tea.
Yeah.
For you to drink.
With bread.
The bread.
3 pieces of real bread.
With egg inside.
With egg inside, my butter. So when I carry it to the man, say carry to the man. When you give it to the man, then you will come back to the car.
So the food make you now, you carry that so you can go convince your friend now.
Yeah. When I give it to the man, the man say thank you. I say okay. The man say, oh, where you going now? I say, oh, I'm going right here. So one of my friends called me.
Yeah, the same man you going to now.
Yeah, the same man.
And the man tell you say one for you to go steal.
No, yeah. So when I go to the man, he say clean the car. Then they are 2 now.
In a jeep.
In a jeep. Then they are 2.
A big jeep.
Yeah.
That one.
Black BG, photo G. Yeah. So when I clean the car now,
air condition all inside.
No, Papa, you can't wait for me to spin now. I'll leave the whole tour now. You can judge people.
I just asking you a question, sorry.
You can judge people like you come here.
No, I'm a journalist. I beg you, sorry.
The way you talk in the question, you say when I move from here, I'll free. You say when I move from here, I'll free. You said one talk again. I wanted to mean a whole talk clear to you, but you double in the question. Hi, not looking, hi, looking. Then you want force another more word there again. Why not be looking to the top? I'm not going to talk again. And said they call me to the office. I go explain.
I think you explain to me that you come to get paid. You say you get the tea to the man. After you get the tea to the man, and you come now. So what next now?
And for me, I will not fair.
Nobody, you getting very. You say asking you too much question. Hey, there's me things. Say make your egg and bread. You bring it. Okay, sorry. Now I say sorry now. Okay, sorry.
If you
okay, I will not ask you the question again. Okay, sorry.
When I give you answer now, then you.
Okay. Explain again. I'm not asking you no more question again. Okay, let's go ahead now.
Go to school. The English say I name the English.
Okay, sorry. Now I say sorry now. Sorry.
Say Ali, you take time. You take time.
I'm taking time. Okay, sorry. Okay.
I said I can take time
to explain. Yeah, okay. See what you got there. I will do more.
Get bring her to go see to the main store.
Oh, so the man wanted for you to go steal from the web post store.
Yeah, he said I'm on join to go see to the web main store to they get money into the store. They will go take it from there. I said no.
Now we say, okay, Joseph Weka, I mean, you were there for 12 years with Eddie as vice president. You understand what it means now to be president. Therefore, leader. Even though you get one group of Owoni and Kerry, the 10 year now we enter. Weka now is building a $10 million complex in a hometown in Lofa. So that when he finish with your presidency, he will go lay down there. But the shameful part is, as he is driving to go to those houses that he built, which cost 10 million, the people there are still living in the mud houses and in the dead houses that you'll be passing by to go to that $10 million house. Now we say, okay, Joseph Weka, my man, you were there for 12 years with Eddie as vice president. You understand what it means now to be president. Therefore, leader. Even though you get one group of Owoni and Kerry, the 10 year now we enter. Weka now is building a $10 million complex in a hometown in Lofa. So that when he finish with your presidency, he will go lay down there. But the shameful part is, as he is driving to go to those houses that he built, which and in the dead houses that you'll be passing by to go to that $10 million house. Now we say, okay, Joseph Weka, my man, you were there for 12 years with Eddie as vice president. You understand what it means now to be president. Therefore, leader. Even though you get one group of Owoni and Kerry,
Whip your hands. Come on. I know you're sleeping now. You gotta wake up small, yeah? Okay, let's go. The people who us, the people lots us, the government betray us, so much. I said the lie. The people who us, the people lots us, the government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they can lie. I said we tired with their lies. We tired with their promises that led us to all our damages. We tired with that speech they preach in.
And some will say we are back again on the farm. The farm represents the place you go to hustle and contribute to your growth and the growth of other people, including your own country, Liberia. And so it's good to be back behind these microphones as we engage on the critical issues that concern us and our society. Let me say a very, very pleasant good evening to all of you across the country. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to those of you in the diaspora, our friends, our fans, our followers, our critics, and even those of you who do not like the things we say and the way we say them. It's good to have all of you joining us tonight on the Tuesday's edition of Freedom Hard Talk. Oh yes, this is Hard Talk on Freedom FM 87.9. My name is Austin Kawa. Just a lot to talk about. A dramatic scene occurred today in the House of Representatives. A matter that we have been talking about over and over and over and again. We said to you, if things cannot change, we will not stop talking about those. Happiness in the legislature. Today, while a serious matter was being discussed or debated, the legislature ran into darkness because the legislature does not have stable electricity. As that was happening, Those people who are supposed to be responsible were seen, were being hurt. Disturbing, talking recklessly and carelessly across the floor when they are supposed to be in perfect decorum. Especially so when a serious matter like the Third Amendment of the ArcelorMittal Agreement was before that body. Cameras were going live. Liberians were watching. They wanted to hear their lawmakers debating the issues, rendering their opinions on the bill. After all of the noise that were being caused around here about AML, now AML deal is before them and they are disturbing the session. We will play you the video, you will hear the audio, you will hear the noise, the recklessness, the lack of organization, and we leave the rest of you. But there is something about that what happened today that I want to talk about. The U.S. government continues to announce series of measures for countries that have high insecurity, high crimes level. Liberia is amongst them. On today, the U.S. government, the Department of State or the State Department issue a level 2 travel advisory for Liberia, warning international travelers and foreign nationals, including U.S. citizens, to be careful with a number of things when they are visiting Liberia or intending to travel to Liberia, and for even those currently in Liberia. What are the issues raised in the travel advisory by the U.S. government? We are going to state all of that. All of those issues will be stated here tonight, and you will be given the opportunity to talk. What do you think is happening to Liberia, to our country? Our messages are resonating. As long as Joe Barker and his group of talks and gangsters continue to run this country with flagrant disregard for the rule of law, targeting critical voices, burning vehicles of journalists, and launching no investigation like they did to us, the U.S. government will continue to flag these things. Another slap in the face of the Liberian government, another own goal score by the Liberian government. Keep hunting your opposition people. Yes, keep doing so. These are the issues we have to talk tonight. We take a very, very short break from our sponsor, Crime Stopper Liberia. When we come back, we run to our Facebook Live to talk. Stick and stay. Don't go away. We'll be right back after this break.
To anyone until we do something to hello. I want to talk about violence. More violence is indiscriminate. It can happen for any reason and to anyone. Until we do something to stop the surge of vigilante-side justice in this country, none of us will be safe. My Liberia is Liberia of hope. In my Liberia, it is possible. Violence is not part of my Liberia. Violence leads to property damage, injury, or even death, as we are seeing recent months in several parts of Liberia, including Monrovia. Talk to people in your community about violence. Stand up against mob justice. Be a community hero. Liberia is all that we have. We must all unite to uphold the rule of law. This is Old Man Sam Sion, your community crime fighting partner. Thanks for listening. This is Old Man Sam Sion.
Thank you, Old Man Sam Sion. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you. Those of you joining us tonight, let's see who are those joining the show tonight. Beginning with Venetius Junior Bar from Nikutan, Man Wata Ability, Augustine Musa, Nana Kuya. Welcome to the show. All of you, Lasana Zodowe, Lasana Zodowa. Welcome to the show. And I used to be in school with someone, Peter Sodwa. I don't know whether this is the same pronunciation, but I'm sure it's Sodwa from Racktown. David Wifa is joining tonight from Chicken Soup Factory. Sadie Sayer has joined us as well. Political Styling is following the show. Christopher Bernard, thank you for joining from Dwazon in Magibi Gay. Basson is following tonight from Bannersville. Quebec. Candace Candy is joining the show. Mialu Fofana has joined us from Tonde Street. Anna Kekula is following the show from Bon County. Fazari Shelton is joining tonight from his residence in Banzio, Quebec. Diesel. It's been a long Diesel. What? No, I've not seen you for years. Hope you're doing good, and I trust that all is fine with you, bro. Yes. What? I've not seen that for long. Limon Peking, welcome to the show from Old Road. That's district number 10 in Montserrat County. It's good to have all of you joining us. This is the first batch we are recognizing. We will come back to welcome the second batch. A lot to talk about tonight, folks. So, but I want to play something teasing for you. And then there's this song called Who the Cat Fit by Lucky. Bob Marley. Bob Marley. So I want to play you this teaser. These guys will fight amongst themselves, and we will just be there to bring the news to you. That's what they'll do. They'll fight amongst themselves. So the other day, our man Henry was on. They don't, right? So they don't reply to the man. So they'll be fighting amongst themselves. Listen to your uncle. For all we dare to put gas in the fire. I would therefore put gas in the fire.
Yeah, concern my small brother. Okay. You can fall down, girl. You can fall down, girl. I'm a national leader. I will not respond to Costa. We pass a law, it's before the president. We believe that law is good. The president will use his wisdom to determine. Because they killed everybody, including killing Boga, but they're still there. I'm the wrong person. That's your national issue. What about?
But something he said about dealing with George Weah, yeah, that's the version I want to play. Okay, yeah, here's the version. This is the version I want to play. This one, isn't it? I hope this is it. Let's see this.
But he says, everybody, George Weah. We join, we kill George Weah. He came to the Boga. Boga still living. George Weah, when I go, no, you live better than my life. It's just simple. Costa died, killed everybody but himself. Everybody, George Weah. We join, we kill George Weah. He came to the Boga. Boga still living. George Weah, when I go, no, you live better than my late brother. And he didn't want me senator. I give God the glory. Mommy, I'm ungrateful. He made me senator. He only made Joseph Boga president until his school up. We gave God the glory. Yeah. Well, Boga, when his school is said, oh, we don't want to make sure we fought for him to be reconciled with the president.
You're listening to the staggering revelation that we reveal here. They don't come in talking. Remember we spoke about the past, the behind closed door meetings that took place that saw Henry going to Joe Boga and meeting Boga, right? Then so you be men were angry, they were causing us names and all of that as usual. Now they don't come in talking. The other men come in talk all. They men come in talk own too. Listen to me.
And then the people who fall for it. No, you Costa, you come. And Costa, when you podcast, he said, they don't been calling me. Okay. The time you were calling me for me to kind of Boga did I put it on radio.
But on radio, the man ain't talking you. That on radio, the man talking. That on radio. Yeah. I don't use that other reference. Listen to me.
For him to be reconciled with the
They don't do
Yeah. Well, Boga, when he school, he said, we don't want to make sure we will fought for him to be reconciled with the president.
So that they don't first talk about the portion where you talk about accusing George Weah. Yeah, that portion. I love to hear when these guys are confessing of accusing George Weah. It amuses me. It pleases me. It satisfies me. It gives me great and deep and huge pleasure every time I'm behind these microphones when these guys are admitting to wrongly or falsely accusing George Weah. Because we told you that 99+% of the things that those guys were saying about George Weah were all lies. They were all falsehoods. They were doing these things to smear or tarnish or frame the reputation of George Weah and his government. Today, they are confessing on a daily basis. Listen, yeah. It's a constant is a lie on George Weah. Let's go back.
Everybody, don't be Costa. God know how to pay people. It's just simple. Costa that accused everybody but himself. Everybody, George Weah. We join, we kill George Weah. He killed Joseph Boga. Boga still living. George Weah, when I go, no, you leave my brother, my late brother, and he the one made me senator. I give God the glory. Mami, I'm grateful. He made me senator. He almost made Joseph Boga president until he screwed up. We gave God the glory. Yeah. Well, Boga, when he screwed, he said, we don't want to make sure we will fought for him to be reconciled with the president. And then the people will fought for him. No, Yali Costa, you will come back. And Costa was in the podcast, he said, they don't been calling me. Okay. The time you were calling me for me to kind of Boga, did I put it on radio? That immaturity to do that. You talking now? No, Sana, it's good to speak. I may not be one of the best things that people like, but people know my mouth is not for hire. Okay. People know my mouth is not for hire. The elevated respect for me in this country, I'm not going to diminish it at my brother's level. That he the one when he do the podcast, he can see the comment on it.
Okay. Thank you. George, we are get something to say.
Mr. Liar, man. In my own country, they trying to track me down. For what? I don't know. Mr. Liar, man. You know, I didn't do the things you say I do. Oh, Mr. Liar, man. Joe Rastafari, King Selassie, big up, oh Mr. Liar, man. Oh Mr. Liar, man.
Yeah, let's dance small before we start talking.
Oh Mr. Liar, man. Oh Mr. Liar, man. You know I didn't do the things you say I do. Oh Mr. Liar, man. Liar man, you know, I didn't do those things. Oh, Mr. Liar man.
Let me tell you something. George Weah is a basket of wisdom. He sees beyond the current. Weah knew that he was free from all of those lies, and there would have come a time that the truth were going to settle and crush to the ground, and there will have been a need for something to remind us through amusement. So he released the song. Because he knew that he was never going to be president for the rest of his life. He knew that there would have been president after him. He considered the fact that those who were attempting to incriminate him would have one day been given the opportunity to serve this country. And the lies that they told were going to be for their feet. As it is happening today. So we have to play this song. This song will live forever and ever and ever.
In my own country,
his own country,
they trying to track me down.
In the name of politics.
I don't know.
Until date, they are still trying to track him down.
You know.
They are still targeting him. They deny him access to the VIP law that he built as president. They deny him access for a private jet to land on the Roberts International Airport.
Rastafari.
An airport that he renovated.
Last year. Big up, Mr. Liar, man.
You give them chance, they will deny him access to the SKD that he renovated.
Liar, man. Oh, Mr. Liar, man. You know I didn't do the thing you say I do. Oh, Mr. Liar, man. Liar, man, you know. Liar, man, you know. I didn't do those things. Oh, Mr. Liar, man. I know. I didn't do those things.
That is why all of these things are happening in this country. You know, there are too many bad things. Let's tune the music down small. Mr. We are thank you for this song. This one will continue to play this song and many other songs that you sung as inspiration to leadership, to your leadership. These songs inspire him greatly during his tenure as president. So, but let's move on to a lot of things. We'll play the song back because we're coming to talk about Cloud Hope Foundation. So we will play the song back. Now they are targeting Cloud Hope Foundation. They have refused to stop. And they said they want the foundation. They believe that the foundation, that government money was used. And they have asked her to turn over all documents. They have gone to the court to use the court as they always do. They will use the court to target their political opponents. So they have gone to the court and used the court to ask her to submit all documents. So on today, the court officially communicated with the administrators or the management team at Cloud Hope Foundation, asking her to subpoena, asking her to turn over all documentations, financial records, everything of cash she received that financed the construction of that building, folks. They started initially with the asset team and everything, blah, 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 blah. The pressure was too much and all of that. Now they have gone to the court. They can easily use the court to get anything they want to get done. So they've gone to the court. So they've gone to the court. And the court said, she must carry all documents. Oh, yes, Real Madrid is already leading 2-0. That's good. That's good. So this is what was released today from the court. Oh, man. I think I want I didn't stand on. I stand on. Yeah. But the information is that they've gone to the court and they've asked the court has asked her to turn over all documents that's in her possession, that she used monies, including money she received and spent. They say they want her to prove that the money she used to build that place is not government money. But here's what I want to say tonight. I read a post from old man Sam Jackson. And in that post, Sam Jackson is saying George Weah will turn the Cloud Hope Foundation over to the government, and he will tell us later on, for the sake of peace. And this message is for all seditions, reactions, sympathizers and supporters of George Weah, and all peaceful and well-meaning Liberians under my voice tonight. And those of you that will listen to the show later on. Yes, Sam Jackson, I have to say to you tonight, I know that post you made that in anger. You don't mean it. Because you know George Weah will not take any action or do anything or support any action that will jeopardize or undermine our peace process in this country. George Weah remains the symbol of peace in this country. God first, Weah is the only reason why Liberia is peaceful. I always say this to all of you. So all of us who are supporters of George Weah and who believe in him, we should always keep this at the back of our minds, that George Weah second, God first, is the only reason why Liberia is peaceful. Because he is not reacting and he is not calling on his supporters to resist. That's the only reason. So let's not forget. Besides that, there are some painful truth and painful facts that some followers may not want to accept, but that's the reality that we have to present to you. Let me tell you something. Cloud Hope Foundation does not worth or is not value more than Liberia. The Cloud Hope Foundation is not value more than our peace. And President Weah shares similar opinion that I'm expressing tonight. President Weah knows very well that turning Cloud Hope Foundation over to the government, since they want it, that is the worst case. He's aware that turning Cloud Hope Foundation over to the government is less value compared to our peace, compared to sustaining peace in this country and maintaining a peaceful coexistence in this country. Mr. Weah is aware. Mr. Weah is aware that his reputation, his international image, his fame, his respect, his dignity, they are all value and worth more than a Cloud Hope Foundation. You put George Weah here, you put Cloud Hope Foundation here, everybody in the world who gets sense will choose George Weah over Cloud Hope Foundation. The only person that would choose Cloud Hope Foundation over George Weah will be Joseph Boakai and his gangsters. The only group of people who claim to have sense will choose Cloud Hope Foundation over our peace process, over maintaining peace in this country, will be Joe Boakai and his group of gangsters. Outside of that, Sako, no sound human being will choose Cloud Hope Foundation, will choose Cloud Hope Foundation over sustaining peace in this country. And like I said, I know some of you may be angry, but this is the reality. Let's value it. George Weah, everything that he's worked for over the years, over decades, to ensure that Liberia attains peace. You are telling us that he should risk everything now because of one Cloud Hope Foundation, one building. Do you know how many buildings here were destroyed during our civil war? Only because of greed for power and wealth. Greed. You can see greed, desperation in the people who are in charge. Everything that's happening, that greed, that hate. Nothing else. Why did we go to war? We went to war because of greed. Our thirst for power. We could not manage our emotions and our feelings. Over 250,000 human beings lost their lives in this country. some of us are still here making sacrifices. If some of us were not psychologically strong, I shouldn't be on radio tonight. I shouldn't be on radio tonight. My older brother is between life and death. 50-50 chance. Officially from the hospital, say 50-50. 50-50. Say anything can happen. Official words from the doctor say anything can happen. So a lot of people say, no, we can go sit down to reflect, to reflect. And Sally is not even here. Well, we say, okay, we can build him at the hospital and everything is outside the country. But we still have to come here to contribute to Liberia's growth. And that is why some of us, it pains us a lot when we see Joe Braga and his people proceeding in the manner and form they are proceeding. And some of you are telling us, hey, George will not allow, George Weah should not allow. What George Weah should not allow? Rakes the country peace because of property? That all will die and leave behind here? What George Weah should not accept? That they could subpoena or Cloud Hope Foundation to submit all financial documents to the court. That all of us have no fear, no worry about, because that is a clean project. And you say we should not honor it? And you want us to consider that as a support or a way of supporting George Weah? No. The George Weah that I know, that I have sat with, he has never said anything outside peace. No. He has never said anything outside peace. No. That's the person we know him to be. I'm saying this because I know if Big Brother Sam Jackson at that level can be posting that on Facebook, it means the ordinary supporters are even having stronger feelings and emotion about this Cloud Hope Foundation. Yes, do I have strong feelings and emotion or anger, developing some anger about the manner and form in which the government is proceeding? Obviously, I'll tell you yes. Should we allow our anger and our emotion to make decisions for us? No. We can't lose control of our emotions. Because we don't know. The only thing we know is that we won't get vexed. How we will behave in our anger, we don't know. We can't predict. What the aftermath will be, we don't know. We can't predict. We can't predict. We can't. And some of the folks were saying, oh, no, we would never accept it. We'll never do that. We'll never accept it. We'll never do that. You know, Brazil will not stand with you in it that violence now. If that the law, yes. All of us will stand, since they went and used the code, yes, we will stand with Cloud Weah in the foundation. We always support the process through whatever means we can do to get the message across. Because I've said to you over and over, I do not have 1% trust in anything that has to do with our justice system here. No trust. And this is not just me. Even folks in the UP do not trust the justice system. They don't trust it. The very LCC recently filed a motion asking a judge to recuse himself from the case because he was compromised. The very LCC. So the government institutions, they themselves do not trust the courts. The state recently moved to disband the entire jury panel that they themselves selected in the case involving Dixon Sibo and Fonati Kofa. They say, yeah, these jurors we selected, who are civil servants and Liberians coming from different places, professional backgrounds, we don't trust them. But they presided the very jurors decided cases. Now there are lawyers now who are rallying themselves to file a motion for retrial in all the cases that those jurors who were disbanded participated in. They want to breaking news I'm giving you. Because the lawyers are arguing, oh, if the state is saying these people are compromised and they do not have trust and confidence in these people to preside over this case, to decide this case, it means these people, all the cases that these people presided over and decided, we have to go back to their files and call for retrial because we don't trust them. The very people you selected, you say you don't trust them. So the government herself does not trust the justice system. The government has said to you clearly that the system is compromised, the system is vulnerable. That's why LCC will say, no, the judge here, where Joe Baga appoint and not trusting. Then he recused himself. He's compromised. The state will say these jurors that we selected, we trained, we selected, we process them, we don't trust them. It means, imagine, it means the system is dirty, it's rotting, it stinks. It can be fixed. That even the state does not trust the very justice system. So I don't trust it. And I will never trust it as long as it is a system under Joe Biden. But what do? Destroy it finally? And we go to war, right? Because of what? Property. What kind of property? Clara Hope Foundation. Oh? No, we're not going violence in defense of Clara Hope Foundation. I will not use this platform to call on our supporters to choose the path of violence in defense of insolidarity for the Clara Hope Foundation. We will go to the courts and we will expose their attacks, because this is an attack. It's a direct attack on the former First Family. It is a direct political attack on the First Family. And what we have to do is to ensure that the message resonates with our partners outside there, because they are yet tracking. When you read a U.S. latest report advisory, travel advisory on Liberia, you will see how the report was gathered. Everything. The U.S. embassy near Monrovia is following all of these things, and they are communicating with the State Department. They are not just sitting. That's what we need. That's why we need to keep talking. That's why we should not get tired talking. We should not get tired engaging. Don't think your message or your calling every day or your posting on Facebook is not making sense. It is making sense. Our partners are following judiciously. They are taking notes, and they are not just taking notes here, but they are filing to their superior authority in the U.S. So we should not get tired engaging. They use the code to invite Claudia. We should continue to use all of our platforms to stand with her and support her through the legal process. But we can say, let's disrupt. Let's not bar. Let's not honor. The people can be lawless. Then we say, let's be lawless too. Let's be violent. Or let's choose the path of violence. I will tell you, I will be the first man to call on you to go violent. I will be the first man to say, let's go violent when George Weah approves it. If he does not approve it, I will not support you or anybody who wants to choose the path of violence. Let me repeat. I will be the first to call on all of you to choose the path of violence and resist any attempt to intimidate, to use the courts to intimidate Clara Weah or any other person from the CDC. If George Weah says yes, enough is enough. As long as he continues to call on us for calm, to stay calm and follow the process, we should all listen to him. That's why he's our leader. Now everything you tell, he say, go do it. Go do it. Go do it. Some of the decisions he will take will be painful. Against your will or against your emotion. Some of his decisions will not satisfy your emotion. Yeah. You think that everything we have to do is satisfy your emotions? You think myself, I'm not very angry? I'm myself, I got issue. But we have a leader. And we should always listen to him and honor, because we have to understand him. So to some of the big brothers who say, oh, John, we will go turn and play over and say because of the sake of peace. No, that one I know you are being sarcastic because I had a public talk. But what I know, Mr. Weah will support and believe in, and will call on all of us to support, is to follow the peaceful process. To remain peaceful, remain calm, remain within the confines of the law. Don't take the laws in your hand. Don't go violence, because he does not support violence. He's a man of peace and all of that. If the court say can't bring this, we'll go there. What we get, we'll carry it. If the court said they wanted the property, then they go take it. Then they go use the force. The government use force to evict you from the CDC for your headquarters, broke your headquarters down in the tree in the yard. They uprooted the tree. Don't you see that level of hate, anger, greed in the people? You see the level of anger. They want to wear her and set it ablaze. Not on that street. Then they ran out of fire service. People say they're going into a hall to go do fire service work. Don't you see the anger? They deny your president, your political leader, access to a VIP launch that he paid. They say use the regular terminal that all the regular people using. What else do you want these people to do to make you to understand that they hate George Weah? It is all about hate. Braka told you he has a mission. That mission is to eliminate the CDC. He's pursuing it. What do we do? Grab him and kill him on the street like we did the door? No. Is that what you want us to do? Our country passed that stage. Braga has 6 years. He's gone 2. Remaining 4. And somebody says to me, technically, he has less than 4 years in power, in office. Democracy comes with pain. It's a game of struggle. And we have to be prepared to face the pains, to bear the pains. We have to be prepared to struggle along. We can't say everything should be rosy because John Weah didn't do it to Braga. Why Braga doing it to Weah? Then we sit and allowing it. No, that's not how people rationalize politically. All the incumbent, all the presidents will not treat the opposition leaders the same way. No. Kaduma Braga say she won the Claro Foundation. But Joseph Braga should pay her own. Joseph Braga didn't get money to pay her own, but he get money to pay 10 million for retirement home for he and his wife in 4 years, but he not get money. You think the next government that will come will not do this? Will not investigate that project? Eh? The next government that will come will investigate that project. So why are you chasing other people on the property today? Don't forget that you have yours, that you're building yours. You think after UP 6 years, Mubarak is no more president, so everybody in government, you think they will run away? They will not run away from the country. Few may go. Some will stay here. Many of them will stay here. They will live here. And you think and serve them ice cream? No. The next government will come back. That's why I said this country is far away from reconciliation. We were close to reconciliation under George Weah. Everything she started, she had a small issue, but we are improved on it. Because early in one of her retirement exit interviews, she said she failed on reconciliation. She said that she failed on reconciliation, succeed in reconciliation and fighting corruption, all of that. But we are any stop, we are improved on it. He worked with President Sharif, he worked with President Bush, from Vice President Braga, and all of that. It's 6 years. Because of that, the international community respected him and we kept this country peaceful. But with all what he did, Joe Braga still aligned with rebel groups calling it CPP, the other P, the other PPC, the other one to destabilize the country, politically destabilize this country, and they succeeded to a greater extent because 20,000 Imobiles believed in what they said and voted we are out. Today they are in and they are doing worse than what they campaign against while in opposition. They are angry that George Weah is happy. They are angry that they won election and George Weah conceded defeat and turned power over to them. They're so angry because they wanted to beat Weah for the defeat to help George Weah. They were Baga were pinned in 2017 after the election. Weah beat Joe Baga. That beating hell papi. He was fainting off and on. They beating him. So you are coming back to pay debt. Say I'm going being to so again. Hey, he come out now less than 1%. They beating the marginal even wow. Then the man did not even wait for the final result to be announced. He considered defeat. He turned power over, laughing, smiling, peacefully turned power over, living his life peacefully. He didn't get time for your government said. Then they fed him. They fear that the man considered defeat. They vex that he turned power over peacefully. They are angry that the man is happy and living in Liberia. They thought the man was going to pack a bag and give it from the country. They are angry. Why is George Weah happy? We are vexed. We are angry that George Weah is happy. So let's fight. Let's do everything to make him angry. Let's deny him access to using the VIP launch. Let's put him on the ordinary citizen. They say, oh, but the plaque coming from. That the plaque let to be. I will go there. It means every day I will have, or every time I'm traveling, I will have the chance to interact with the ordinary people. So if I using my normal, using the regular terminal, they've been happy. They've been happily using the terminal. The people who are working at the terminal, they are happily receiving him and bidding him farewell at the Roberts International Airport. Then the UP made it very while they may having direct interaction with the people. That way you send him. You thought you were harming him. You thought you were harming him. You thought you were outcasting him. You thought you were rejecting him. And the Bible says the rejected stone shall be the cornerstone. And today is the cornerstone at the Roberts International Airport. He's the cornerstone in Liberia because everywhere he goes, Liberians are celebrating him, are cheering him up, and he's happily living his life in Liberia. He's not bothered with Joe Baga. What he does not do. George Weah is not bothered because Weah is unbothered. Joseph Baga is angry. So they say, let's find any means to make this man angry. Let's find any means to make this man angry. So all it means to try to find, Weah is not getting angry. Weah is, they say everywhere he goes, everywhere he went, he was doing good. Everywhere George Weah goes, the people are celebrating him. They are happy by his presence. The people are happy by George Weah's presence everywhere he goes. Because of that, Joe Baga is angry. So let's make him angry too. Let's do everything to make George Weah angry. That's why I said, hey, I understand the pains and the emotions that come along with targeting George Weah and his family. But Weah's reputation is bigger than that. His family's reputation is bigger than that. The CDC survival is bigger than that. We say we want the presidency back. The presidency is bigger than Cloud Hope Foundation. We have a focus. We have a target. We should not allow people's emotion. We should not allow people's action to spark our emotions to the point that we will lose focus and spoil everything. Trust me. Some of us will start regretting after everything. Yeah, if we are new, Weah is celebrated globally. Joe Baga is angry. He doesn't want that. Let me repeat. We is celebrated globally. Joe Biden is angry. He doesn't want that. So they will try to do everything to provoke George Weah, that George Weah will act or give instruction to his supporters. Based on that instruction, they frame him. They frame him and destroy his reputation. They start damaging globally. The same international community that is celebrating George Weah, the same global press, international media that celebrated George Weah, from his path to the page, off the page to retirement, and then into politics, and then won the election, lost the second election, and considered and peacefully transition power. That image is built outside there for George Weah. Because people question George Weah's reasoning. And there are certain things that certain politicians will not do. Joe Biden will not win election in this country and easily give power out. George Weah did that peacefully with no noise. People say, oh, George Weah, Claro Foundation. Even Madame Clara Marie Weah, her life, her survival, nothing about how it started to that foundation. The only thing that is connected to that foundation, which is deeply rooted in that foundation, is her passion to serve the kids of our country. That's the only thing that is deeply rooted in our foundation. Between the Weah family, and particularly Clara Weah, the only thing that is deeply connected between the foundation and Clara to serve humanity through providing education for underprivileged children. Anything outside of that, Clara Weah can pack up bed today. She go by America or go Paris or go Rome or go anywhere and go live her life. Her husband is no more president. She doesn't give a damn about Liberia. What about Liberia that she really needs? Let's be real here. Does Clara Weah really have to be in Liberia and live here? Does Clara Weah really have to run a Clara Hope Foundation? She does not. Let's stop making this thing to look there. Clara's reputation or her survival or everything is start to one foundation. Let's stop that. The Weah family in this country is far way bigger than one Clara Hope Foundation. That passion is rooted in her. She can walk away and still so funny outside being first lady and still build another foundation because people will come here and raise money for her. She will build foundation, get land, build another foundation, and still provide education to those children because that's not her money build that foundation. That donor money build that foundation. She has not lost her donors. Because some of you think, and I heard some argument in the UP cycle that she used her office as first lady to source funding. Why she not paid when she was not first lady? You know when Clara Hope Foundation, you know the history of Clara Hope Foundation? You think Clara Hope Foundation started when George Weah became president in 2018? Some of you don't know the history of Clara Hope Foundation and you think it started during the presidency of George Weah. You don't know. You don't know. And so you have to cool your temper. Cool your temper. Seditions, reactions. Cool your temper. Cool your temper. Calm down. Chill. The country we here in 2 years gone. We want this country, so we will not do anything to destroy this country or keep this country peaceful. I mean, unpeaceful or destabilized. No, we don't want to take over a country that will be destabilized. Biden took over a country that they fought to destroy. That's you see how governance giving them hard time. Everything they are doing today, they are just completing George Weah project. Complete. They can't start their own project because the foundation they set, the pit they dug. They found themselves in the pit that they dug. Today, to get out of that pit, they have to stand on the foundation that we are left. They have to stand on the pillars that we are built. because they dug pits for themselves. So they have to use we as pedals and we as foundation to leave those pits. But they are still doing it in anger and arrogance. I will not support anything. I don't support anything that will destroy Joria. Not even your emotion. Because what? George Weah is bigger than Cloud Foundation, than a property. The same minister, George Weah was building 48 of 49 condominiums in that place at the ABC. Today they get asset retrieval now. Why the asset retrieval people can't go there? Why do you think they are going to Cloud Foundation? Because Katumu said she wants it. Katumu was sitting down, imagining managing that foundation, thinking it was government money inside. She can't then now. The first day they go turn over everything to her, she now see Cloud Foundation there. She behind Baka everything there. Baka can't even sleep. She want foundation. She want foundation. She now get no connection to raise money and build her own foundation. She wants to use the one that was constructed through her friend's connection. Greedy set of people in this country. Look, the country people are disgrace to this country. I can tell you every day, the native people are disgrace to this country. We, the native people, we are a big disgrace to this country. And every day I come on the radio Mahako, I will clap for the Congo people. Every day. Those of you who won't clap with me, your John will clap for the Congo people. Every day I will clap for Congo people. We, the native people, we are a big disgrace to this country. We are a complete embarrassment to this country. We are so illiterate to the extent that we lose our focus, we lose our sense of reasoning, and just take illiterate decision and support the illiterate decision. Even if we are destroying our country, even if we are destroying our legacy, even if we are dividing our country, we don't care. If somebody wants to tell me that how can we justify that the Congo people were suppressing us? I want to see the new narrative. Is Burma family and still around? I want them to kind of get to bring the new narrative. Let's justify. We need a debate now with the Congo, with those intellectuals who were even schooled by the Congo people. The names were changed and all of that. Who came here and brought revolution here? We want to listen to them now. Come in, we said them. We want to hear them now. What are the justification they gave then? For chasing, for plotting to remove the Congo people from power and kill them. Call those people here now, those native people to come and tell you to provide the same reason. They say rampant corruption. You know what they say? Rampant corruption, suppression, and all the show they use. How long Congo people been in power? How long? George Weah came to power. The native people fought George Weah. The Congo people did not fight George Weah. The Congo people did not fight George Weah. They didn't fight him. The people who fought George Weah were the very native people. The native people fought George Weah. They were willing to go at any length to even have him killed. Or because of greed for power. See, that's we want to eliminate for power. We are left the presidency. We have Ibaka. Who do you see Ibaka targeting? Who do you see him targeting? Do you see Ibaka targeting any Williamson or Johnson or Sony? No. Who do you see what the other one from asset recovery? Who do you see these native people targeting their own native people? Happening there. You see the Congo men there? No. Who do you see them targeting? A Kun is targeting a Kofa. A Kun is targeting a Kofa. A Kun is targeting a Sibo. Who do you see fighting in this country? Do you see Congo men fighting native men in the country? No. The native people are at each other's neck. For what? Power? Nothing. 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 For nothing not do anything to Jeremiah Kun. The only wrong or crime that Fonati committed is to be sedition. That greed NCC speaker. What if Fonati do to Fala? The only greed is the only issue. Yakofa to Fala. The only issue is why he speaker and another speaker because I was here before him. Therefore, that greed for power. Nothing. We have no substantial reason for fighting each other or greed for power. Greed. And you take people's parents on light poles and executed them. A huge batch of Congo people exited government. Where are the native people today? Where are we? We are in power. What are we doing with the country? Corrupting the system, destroying the system, targeting each other for no justifiable reason. No justifiable reason. And some of you think Joshua does not have sense. Joshua knows all of these things. And he said, oh, they must sit down, they may go take Claro Foundation. So we must go for a war too to stop them from taking it. Joshua will go to stop them from taking it too. Because I see somebody ask me, so we must sit down, they go take the property. So let me ask you too now. So we should go for a war too to stop them from taking the property? Let's be real here. Let's be real. The best way to support the foundation is to stay on the foundation. Make sure we follow this case from start to finish and make sure that everything that the public needs to know, the public gets to know it. Because all of us, we agree that it's political witch hunt. They're targeting the Wias family and the CDC by extension. And the intention is to eliminate the CDC. And the answer is eliminate George Weah, CDC is dead. That's their strategy. That's their plan. And you want us to help them to facilitate the elimination of the CDC and George Weah from our body politics. That's not going to happen because we will not support anything that is connected to violence or that has a resemblance of violence. Violence means to stop what is happening with the Claro Foundation. I will come on the radio and criticize you. We will not facilitate Joe Braga to destroy the CDC or destroy George Weah. We will not facilitate it. Some of these things are provocation, political provocation. They want to see how seditionists will come out and react in running the violence. Tomorrow it becomes George Weah issue. Or it becomes CDC issue. These are all strategies to provoke the CDC, run us into violence or chaos in this country. They say, and we told you, they may now a mayor of peace. We just go, we told Master Kimaya to quote, they can't cause no, they can't destroy property. We told Fanatini to quote, nobody can say they can't destroy property. We pull who else again? Who all the former officials, comfort and everybody, nobody else. And you see, as we tell Joe Weah, and we tell you say the man is selfish. And you see, as we tell Claro Foundation, and you see they coming outside, they destroying, doing this, doing that. You see, and we tell you. That because they touch a wife, that why they come in also. They touch all the other people, then he can also. As soon as they touch a wife, he can also. You have to be smarter than Joseph Boakai. You have to be smarter than Joe Boakai. They want to make this thing a George Weah thing. And because George Weah is smarter than them, he said, no, we will not make this thing a George Weah thing. If this is a national cause, if Boakai is part of his program, his agenda, part of rescuing the country is to target George Weah. That's how it works. Now, let me conclude on this note. I'll go to my Capitol building. Let me tell all of you. If you have ever been worrying about anything that has to do with George Weah, you have your right. But one fly, the strongest one that Joe Boakai can drink in the morning, during his lunchtime, and when he goes to bed. That one that he can drink 3 times a day. You increase that one, the way you're drinking 1 bottle 3 times a day. Increase it 1 bottle, 3 bottles a day. Boakai Abo can't stay thin. To go after George Weah physically. I'm aware that our security forces, especially the police, has a lot of rebels, enough rebels. They're only depending on wanting guns. But even as that, the still sound ones there. They are aware of the repercussions. They are aware. George Weah is untouchable in this country. He is, and I can say he is untouchable in this country. Boakai can't do anything to George Weah. Because the target is Weah. Weah is a hard target. So they were added going for Claro Foundation. But they actually targeting George Weah, not Claro Foundation anymore. And some of you have to listen to us because that's why we have everybody get that error. Everybody get that error. That whole no error here. We got ears. We can hear. We know things. We've been around for long. So you play a part as a supporter. We play our part as propagandists or as public relations people or as communication people. We play our part. The other people that who's supposed to play security, do intelligence, well, they do it. The mobilizer will be that the mobilizer when they need be. But listen, these guys are not targeting Claro Foundation. That's not property, that infrastructure. They know that George Weah is too inclined to understand that he is bigger than Claro Foundation. They are aware that George Weah knows that he does not need Claro Foundation to survive in this country and maintain his reputation. They are aware that Claro Foundation will not risk the reputation of she and her family because of Claro Foundation. They are aware. But they want to test you. Your resolve. You, the supporters. You, the followers. Then tomorrow it becomes a George Weah issue. Tomorrow, Friday, everybody let somewhere at Claro Foundation. Y'all go there now. They prevent everything. But people can't discharge la bullet. Maybe some 2 or 3 person get gone from the other side. Discharge bullet, counter discharge. At the police or whosoever. Boom, the military kind of street. What happened for Claro Foundation? What is Claro Foundation? Now the property Joe Weah bill to educate underprivileged girls. That all for property? Amen, Mr. President, man. That Joe Weah referring to. Hey, Mr. President. Then he start calling Ronaldo then, Samuel Eto'o then, Didier Drogba then, all his small picking then, a best friend then. They all start calling, asking we're gonna call him. But George, property, did you have to go that length? You don't have some control over your supporter? Then because of your emotion now, then Joe Weah is regretting now. If I had known. If I had known. Then it is late. They say, yeah, that was president. That I'm a supporter, my supporter say. No, the supporter is supposed to say, the president say. Our leader say. Our leader is not supposed to say, my supporter say. 2029 is going to be a different ball game in this country. We are not going to allow our emotions to risk or interrupt or disrupt our path to 2029. All these things are mere political provocations coming from Baka. Baka won't destroy CDC. That Fonatine case. They say they have evidence. Where is it? A language in no hey, no te. The Kofini shaming them. The jurors shame them. But just by asking them questions, the jurors shame them and our lawyers in the presence of the public. Where's the case? They cheated from the case. They have nothing to say again. They seem to another prosecute the case. They seem to proceed with prosecution of the case. So the case, they're down. Didn't get rack evidence to paint that in you. Hey, Hanky. Where is Samuel 12 case? Nigga rack evidence. Where is it? Hey, Hanky. Where is the case involving Master Kimaya and Comfort Soyorin? Where is it? Hey, Hanky. Nothing nigga evidence. You really think these criminals have evidence to prosecute and put the people in jail? The desperation and greed and hate you see in these people, if they have any issue, to put Fonati beyond bars, do you think Fonati will still be running around here? If these people that are so hate the CDC and so hate George Weah, if they have any evidence against Tue, see how the guys hate Tue, and you think they got evidence and they cannot put Tue in jail? They will not go for a speedy trial. Who has evidence and takes evidence to court, and that person is the person in charge of the country, and they cannot go to court with their evidence and they run it all around? Who does that? And you really think these guys, they really think they are serious to put anybody in jail? They put in jail, they won't do. Oh yeah, Master Kimaya was arrested. He was sent to South Beach, and they go to use the insurance companies, start intimidating insurance companies not to give insurance for these people to secure that bond. Spend maybe 4-5 hours behind bars at South Beach, or spend 1 day at South Beach, or 3 days at South Beach. You release them, they come out also, everything finished, it's done. We be people now, we in charge, we put them in jail. That's all the nonsense. If you want to be a politician, you must be prepared to face some of these challenges. You think the force will come to you and say, hello, we beg you, we won't put you in jail? You think the force will come to you and say, hello, we can't put you in jail because we not get nothing against you? No. They will have to fabricate stories, manufacture what they call evidence to incriminate you, because they want to subject you to political intimidation. You have to be smart. We all have to be smarter than them. And don't allow emotion. Look at me. The minute Bremen car, you think I didn't have option? You know what? Look me, yo. Yeah. A silent weapon. I love it. Ada? Anything happen to me? But guess what? These guys are paying for everything. And they pay for everything. So you forget what I think. Joe Weah will not support any violence. They will not support himself. Me, I will not support himself when you want to support violence. And I know him. If George Weah would think about anything, it would be far away from violence. So some of you are our friends and our supporters that are angry or emotionally charged. We respect your emotion. We acknowledge it, but we are pleading with you. Please calm down. Cloud Weah, nothing will happen to Cloud Weah in this country. Nothing will happen to her. One fly can touch her. So you calm down. One fly can touch Cloud Weah in this country. One fly can touch her. You calm down. Calm down. When you are emotionally charged, it affects your ability to make sound decisions. And that's why it's not always good to be too emotional about things. Because there's a game, politics is a mind game. You have to sit down to read between the lines and read the minds of your opponents, as they will crush you. And when they crush you, you don't want us to play that game with our president. You don't want us to do that. So, old man Sam Jackson will understand. Yeah, you are being sarcastic, but Joe, we will not turn people over and say for the sake of peace. The law will take a course. And when push comes to shove, where it is about protecting our peace and letting go a property that can get burned tomorrow, we will choose peace over that property. Let me repeat. If we reach a point where it is about risking or endangering Liberia's peace over property, we will always stand with protecting Liberia's peace. Just as Joshua always said to us. Peace. Non-violence should always be our guardian tool. If we want to succeed as a country, if we want to progress as a country, we have to be peaceful. We have to be non-violent in our engagements, in our approach. Look at what the US, this is what I think Joe Biden should be thinking about. They're not thinking about these things. They definitely be Joe. We will not even get time for them. Yes, State Department issue travel warning. It making a minute very bad. This is a travel warning issue by the US State Department. This is it. Okay, this is my man. Open. All right. This is the report that the men are getting angry with. This is the report. Now let's see what they're saying. What the US government is saying. Liberia travel advisory. This means the US government is advising those traveling to, out, and within. Those traveling in, out, and within Liberia. This is what the US is advising. That the US advising her people or citizens and those residing, those foreign nationals, and everybody in the country. This is the US government talking. Listen. This US government began by saying there was no change to the advisory level. This is the thing we advised last year. There was no change to the advisory level. Meaning the advice we gave you after assessing all of the risks and analyzing all of the risks, the advice we gave you, that advice has not changed. Liberia is a risky place to travel in the net. Liberia is a risky place to be. Crime is on the increase. Armed robbery is on the increase. But they didn't get capacity to do it. They said nothing changed. They said nothing changed. The health. The only thing they say is that they added health this time around. So they said the health risks indicator was added. More baba thing happening now. Now they have added a health risk indicator to their level 2 travel advisory. And it's captioned the exercise increased caution. Exercise increased caution. Be very, very careful. You should be very careful while traveling to Liberia, traveling outside of Liberia, and traveling within Liberia. See, be very, very careful. So they said there was no change to the travel to the advisory level. The health risk indicator was added. Advisory summary was updated. They updated the summary. Let's go. Advisory summary. Crime. Violent crime. I wish I had co-hosts to research what violent crime is for all of you. But they indicated, they referenced some in the report. Violent crime, such as armed robbery. Violent crimes, such as armed robbery, are common in urban areas. Crowded markets and public beaches. Local police lack the resources to respond effectively to serious crimes. You hear that? Violent crimes like armed robbery are common in urban areas. What are the urban areas? I had a question to go ask. Your deputy minister for urban, she said she'll be working with town chiefs, empowerment chiefs. Somebody said, well, the towns and villages are urban area. You deputy minister for urban, you talking about towns and villages. But anyway, so the urban areas are basically areas that have access to basic services. Urban areas are basically areas that have access to basic services. The area Guinea, the farmer area, the beautiful area, the farm places, the places that get electricity, guru, current, everything, normal economic activities are taking place to do the, yeah. So the Monrovia, the capital city Monrovia, Cinco, Pinsville, Broadville, those are urban places. Congotan, those are urban places. Even West Point can be placed in urban because they're in Monrovia. Okay? Even though it's a slum, but it's a slum within the city. Those are all slum communities within cities. Okay? So you could place them as alignment to urban communities, to urban areas, but they are in slumpy communities attached to urban areas. So all these places, the police is saying our capital city or our cities, Kantaren, Grand Bassa, Buchanan City, Banga, Zweju, they're saying, they're telling us that these places have crime rates are high. Magibi, Rehab, RRA, Highway, Tupelo Road, GSA Road, Pinsville, Joba, Rele Umba West, Garnersville, all these places, Stephen Tower Estate, Bannerville Estate, New Georgia Estate, Keba, Cabra, all these places, the Oro, Matari, Effie, Fiamma. These places are urban communities, and the US government is saying violent crimes like armed robbery are common in urban areas, crowded markets, and public beaches. Local police lack resources to respond effectively to serious crimes. If traveling outside the capital city of Monrovia, try to finish your trip during daylight hours. I'm talking. That's what they say in the report. If you are traveling outside the capital city of Monrovia, try to finish your trip during daylight hours. It's safer to avoid travel at night due to safety and security concerns. The US government is speaking, not an opposition opinion. Unrest. They said demonstrations occurred regularly. They have on occasion resulted in violence or use of tear gas by authorities. Large-scale demonstrations related to the local political situation may occur with little notice. Meaning, people can pass there, organize protest. The other day, the drivers were protesting. Market women protesting. The brave people hold on protesting. The student protesting. NPA people the other day go to protest. So people can just stage protest at any time. Demonstrations are related to the local related to the local political situation may occur with little notice. Demonstrations may disrupt transportation and other essential services. Health. Yes, government said the health infrastructure in Liberia is inadequate. Health services, hygiene, and quality control do not meet U.S. standards of care. Pharmacies are not well regulated. Locally available medications may be unsafe. Locally available medications may be unsafe. Medical services for routine and emergency procedures are limited. Health facilities are available in major cities. It may be harder to find adequate health care in rural areas. Public medical clinics lack basic resources and supplies. Review the health section of the travel guidance on this page for more information. U.S. government employee travel restrictions. U.S. government employees are prohibited from traveling outside the capital or between counties after dark due to the safety and security risks. The people are saying all the American citizens in the country don't leave the country don't travel outside Monrovia after 4 o'clock. If this is the good news for Joe Biden, then yes, we are happy Liberia is being rescued. That the U.S. is telling her citizens not to leave the capital, not to travel outside the capital after 4 o'clock. They say due to safety and security risks. The only exception is when you are traveling to and from the Rabos International Airport. U.S. citizens in Liberia are advised to take the same precaution. If you know U.S. government employees, U.S. citizens in Liberia, they finish telling you, don't leave the country, don't travel outside the capital. If you are not traveling to the airport to leave, or if you are not leaving the airport to come to Monrovia, do not travel after 4 o'clock. Now, this is the appalling one. This is the embarrassing one. This is the disgraceful one for the country reputation. Honor Joe. The U.S. government is saying if you decide to travel to Liberia, for those of you who want to travel in this country, if you decide to travel to Liberia, the U.S. government is saying when you want to travel here, you should review their information on crime abroad and victims of crime. You see all the things in there for Liberia. Then you can decide whether you want to come here. You can decide whether that's the kind of country you want to come invest. They say you should review their information on U.S. citizens missing abroad. They say when you're traveling here, you should carry a copy of your passport and visa. If applicable, leave originals in your hotel safe. Leave originals in your hotel safe. Carry a copy of your passport and your visa with you when you're traveling within the country. When you're here, carry a copy. Don't travel with all copy. Anything can pop out anytime. Do not display signs of wealth. Don't go outside. You start adding that you wish you get money, like expensive watches or jewelry. The U.S. government saying when you're in Liberia, you get your money. That thing, you know what you call Vicky who are on the 50. The U.S. government say, stop it. Don't show sign that you get money. Your expensive watches or jewelry. Don't do it. When you're traveling in the streets, you are at risk to armed robbery. They say you do not physically resist any robbery attempt. You hear? The U.S. government is telling you when you are in Liberia, if you decide to travel to Liberia and you hear any attempt for you to be robbed, do not resist it. It will lead to your life. It could cost your life. So the U.S. government say, do not physically resist any robbery attempt. How bad the country is. But they don't get capacity to intervene in these kinds of things. The only thing they get capacity for that to use political thing and intimidate their fellow lawmakers. When it comes to fighting crimes, they get capacity. But they got capacity to target lawmakers who are not loyal to Joe Biden. They say you should monitor local media for breaking news. Be prepared to adjust your plans. Monitor local media for breaking news. Be prepared to adjust your plans. Keep travel documents up to date and easily accessible. Refer to our list of medical providers. The U.S. government got people here, service providers here in Liberia. You go apply for visa, blah, 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 do an interview, all you can do is say, go here, go here, go here. Those are the places we trust. So they say you should refer to their list of medical providers. Make sure your insurance includes medical evacuation coverage. See the kind of thing. To come to Liberia, you gotta make sure you get all the things before you come. Who won't come? Check with your doctor about required vaccines and shots for high risk exposure to malaria and yellow fever before you go to Liberia. Bring enough supplies of over-the-counter and prescription medicines in your carry-on luggage to cover the duration of the trip. Enroll in the Smart Travel Enrollment Program, which is a STEP program, to get important updates and alerts for the U.S. Embassy. Enrolling helps the U.S. Embassy contact you or your emergency contact in an emergency. Review the Overseas Security Advisory Council Country Security Report for Liberia. When you click on the Country Security Report for Liberia, you see. Yeah? Let me click on it for Country Security Report for Liberia. Liberia Country Security Report. There, yeah. They say this report is intended to supplement the U.S. Department of State Liberia Travel Advisory. Yeah. There go. The U.S. Department of State has assessed Liberia as being a critical threat location for crime directed at or affecting official U.S. government interests. People are. Hey? Those of you traveling? You hear? This is the U.S. government report crime. Liberia Country Security Report. Liberia Country Security Report here. On a crime. The whole report here. Oh, yeah. They said the U.S. Department of State has assessed Monrovia as being a critical threat location for crime directed at or affecting official U.S. government interests. They went on to say the U.S. Department of State has included a crime C indicator on the travel advisory for Liberia, indicating that there may be widespread violent crime and or organized crime present in the country, and or that local law enforcement may have limited ability to respond to serious crimes. Crime remains at a critical level throughout the country. Crime remains at a critical level throughout the country, owing to growing public discontent. Owing to growing. They say crime remains at a critical level throughout the country, owing to growing public discontent with Liberia's flattering economy and dysfunctional judicial system. Yeah. Dysfunctional judicial system. Reports of home and residential compound invasions are common, as are violent robberies in urban areas and on public beaches. Local police lack the resources to respond effectively to serious crimes and courts rarely secure convictions for criminal activities. There has been an increase in reporting of non-violent crimes. Many of these crimes are snatch and grabs of electronics, purses, bags, and bags, vehicle vandalism. Let me hear my car. Yeah, vandalism my car. Brandy. Yeah. Vehicle vandalism and vehicle break-ins categorized as theft. These crimes of opportunity usually occur in densely populated areas throughout the country. Most snatch and grabs involve young male assassins. Young male assassins between the ages of 13 to 25. Criminals often carry knives or homemade handguns and occasionally work in small groups to target unsuspecting victims. Most of these cases end without violence if the victim is compliant. You see that? Criminals often carry knives or homemade handguns and occasionally work in small groups to target unsuspecting victims. Most of these cases end without violence. Most of these cases end without violence if the victim is complained. You go complain the victim. Vehicle thefts are not commonly reported. When reported, vehicles are rarely recovered. There are cases of international car thefts where authorities trace stolen vehicles discovered in Liberia to source countries through international law enforcement partnerships. Crimes of this nature are subject to investigation but go unprosecuted due to a corrupt and ineffective judicial process. Joe Barker, this is happening. That the U.S. government is disrupting our judicial process. He said, you don't prosecute, you don't investigate. When you go, you investigate, you don't prosecute due to corrupt and ineffective judicial process. I rest my case here. I want to take calls. This is the country. But guess what? Then on this condition, these guys want us to think and believe that they are capable enough of convincing new investments or investors to come to this country. RAC not coming. RAC investment is not coming. BRCA will not bring one new investment in this country. Watch the show. Because BRCA's policy does not have the attraction or the capacity to attract. It's not attractive enough. It can't attract investors. The judicial system is rotten and corrupt. Our U.S. counterparts have acknowledged that repeatedly, that our justice system, our judicial process in this country are all corrupt and ineffective. Corruption in the system, a rotten judiciary, an irresponsible legislature. Irresponsible legislature. All these lawmakers, they cry, cause North and Ryan for ArcelorMittal agreement. ArcelorMittal agreement went to Capital Building today. Current go. They play that current go. They current go for them to set themselves down as responsible enough. They're in a place causing noise and disturbing. People going laugh. Nobody can understand anything they are talking. And guess what? They will pass the agreement tomorrow, without reading or understanding what's in the agreement. When the citizens don't understand what they pass tomorrow, then the citizens take their anger to the company instead of going to their lawmakers to ask them, this agreement was read. What is in it? What did you vote for? What did you pass? Company that is struggling to provide jobs for Liberians here, build the capacity of Liberians, expand their operations to create new more jobs for Liberians, then they will go there to start impeding or disrupting the operations of MITA under the guise that you ain't living by your agreement. Then the question, what is in the agreement that we are not living up to? Have you seen the agreement? Then they can't answer because they didn't read the agreement. But we'll find time to talk about that tomorrow because time is not in our favor. But the US government is studying. This is not only about American citizens. This report is studying the French citizens, the British citizens, Asians, Americans, Africans, investors. They are telling them that, hey, Liberia is not a safe place. It is a risky place. We have poor, rotten judicial system. The legislature is corrupt and is irresponsible. It has a group of reckless people in that place calling themselves lawmakers. The executive is extremely corrupt and lawless and disrespectful to the laws. So nothing is happening in that country to rely on. Nothing is in that country to attract you to go there and invest in that country. America finished talking. America said they play here is corrupt. The judiciary is corrupt. The police does not have capacity to prosecute crime. In a case to investigate, in a case where they investigate, they will not prosecute because our judicial system is corrupt and ineffective. The executive is lawless. The economy is poorly performing. Because of that, it has resulted into high anger amongst the citizens and all the displeasure amongst the citizens, which could spark or lead to protests at any time and all of that. That America has spoken. So those traveling here, y'all go read America report. Y'all go read the report. And you can't tell me whether any see what thing can come to Liberia. You think for them to tell you and put you on US, they give you non-permanent seat on the UN Security Council, then I order it. What do we not benefit from us having a non-permanent seat on the UN Security Council? What have we benefited? In terms of reputation for our country, what have we benefited? Since we got our non-permanent seat on the UN Security Council, more bad things happened to our international reputation in the country. That's the recent one year. Just the other day, the U.S. government announced Liberia amongst 70 countries for immigrant visa suspension. You can play DV. They say our country, all of y'all, you can play DV again until America say we're ready for you to play DV. We can play DV. For those of you who play DV, America say they can't process you to send you to that country. You have to wait. If you play you want, you have to wait. So they can clear the system. And so you can get financially strong and stable. Then you can go in the country. But Liberia has a non-permanent seat to the UN Security Council. Today, America is telling the world, international investors, that this place is highly risked. It's a critical. They say we are a critical terrain. They say our country poses critical threat. That's what America is saying in a report. That Monrovia poses critical threat. Is a critical threat to security in this country, to people. Critical threat, Monrovia. Be sitting in one country or somewhere and looking for investors, and investors reading about your crime rate in your country, reading about your justice system, reading about your legislature, We need about corruption, public corruption, especially transparency thing in the country. You think these investors will come here? Even tourists. You really think tourists will read this security report on Liberia and come here? The man they call Asho Spee, if Spee reads this report, he may cancel his trip to Liberia. If Spee reads this report, he may cancel his trip to Liberia. This is a report that discourages tourists from coming to your country, that discourages investors from coming to your country. Nothing good. No serious human being will come in and do anything good in your country. It's almost like telling the world that Liberia is a crime. Monrovia is a crime hub. It's a hub, a major hub for crime. And America used the word critical threat. Same Sayane will understand will be able to better interpret. When security men tell you, you pose critical threat to our security. Critical threat. They say Monrovia is a critical threat to security. And you're passing around looking for Cloud Foundation. The problems that you guys are supposed to be solving in this country, you guys are not solving the problems. You are not focused on what's confronting our country that needs to be solved. You are basically chasing CDC people who have no time and energy for you. You're able to go and get rid to go to Cloud Foundation and call her, but you're not able to adduce evidence in Funantinian case or in Samatua case or in Maswa Kimaya case. You are unable to adduce evidence. All the drug people you're being arresting here, one person has not been prosecuted. Some of them escaped the country. The Joint Security facilitated the escape of notorious criminals and drug law in this country. That one they're able to do it because the system is corrupt. When I go to Cloud Foundation, they're able to run their quick tomorrow, Friday, wait and see. You see armed police men all around there. Go tell them to catch one criminal. They will tell you they need your support. We get support. The police never has support. Never. When it comes to fighting crimes. The only time the police can have support that when it comes to arresting political people. You see all the police men outside with that uniform, that arm, that everything. You can see them. You say, yeah, they get support. All the vehicle. Whoa, man. Tell them to go catch criminal, armed robbers. They will come crying on the scene radio, tell you they don't get support. They will tell you they don't have support. They only get support to target political opponents. You can see all the police, the best part of the police. You will see them outside when civil society people are organizing demonstrations or protests, or when George Weah is traveling, is returning to the country, and citizens are going out to welcome him at the airport. You see the police will get all the support. They will come outside that day. But just tell them, go patrol in the community in the night. Those same guns that they can bring outside in the day when George Weah is coming back to the country, all the guns can be having bullets to patrol the communities at night for armed robbers. They will tell you didn't get support. They will cry for flashlights at the checkpoints. They will cry for fuel or gasoline for their vehicles at night to patrol. But tell them, say, George, we are coming to the airport, 8 o'clock tonight, and citizens are going there. They will rally all of the lights, all of the equipment to go to the airport to intimidate citizens, peaceful people. But who did they cry? They didn't get support. They didn't get support. This is Liberia for you. For us, we are just reminding you. We are just refreshing you. Because we said these things before. We knew nothing was going to happen. Nothing is happening here that is strange to us. We know that Braka was never going to change any narrative. We know that Braka was going to run a sports system. We saw these things. Who Braka know us are there? What did Braka get to do? See the people he brought in government. to head his different government entities. Who do they know outside? What are they attracting to Liberia? Name them one more. What are their proposals? What are the proposals they are writing that are attracting donors support to this country? Doesn't show you. Agriculture Ministry, Water and Sewer, Commerce, just all of them. Tell them to show you. What are they attracting to this country? You using their education that they claim to have and their so-called connection they claim to have. What are they using? What are they attracting to this country? 2 years gone. The general minister said we wrote this proposal to Action A or to European Union or to the Swedish government or the German people and they're sponsoring this girls program. They didn't show you one. They seen access to cash program that Eddie started and George Yaki and continue. And they see access to cash program for women and migrant women. They still running it to general ministry. Nothing new. Tell them to deliver the annual reports. Let's read and see what new they've done. Public Works. Let's see Public Works annual report. Let's see what new Public Works did in what kind of new initiative that Public Works went and broke ground, raised the money, came back and broke ground. Because some of the projects they're breaking ground for, we have raised the money already, secure funding already. So let's see the new project that they went and source funding. Because when you go source funding outside there, it can be in secret. You and the partner can sign. If that extension, they mean you didn't start it. If that continuation or additional funding to an ongoing project, it means you didn't start it. That new funding to break ground for the construction of new project, yes, let's see it in the Public Works Ministry report on infrastructure development. And same applies to all the entities. They're not doing anything new. 0776 104 104 0886 500 104. Those are the numbers. Let's talk. It's time for us to talk for the next 7 minutes or 10 minutes. Yes, we can talk for 10 minutes, and then we go home. 0776 104 104 0886 500 104. The numbers, the WhatsApp number is active on +231. Did I say 231? Yes, +231 886 500 104. Let's talk to these people. Good evening to you. Okay, pressing off. We take the next caller. Hello.
How are you?
Okay, I'm okay.
Yeah, thank you for your talk. You see this country, those three branches of government has spoiled the country. Meaning the job will depend on them to impeach the president. But instead of then impeaching the president are impeaching. They have spoiled the country. When you say, Congo people were better than what's going on now. The little men are in the house, they are on each other here. They are putting each other day and night. Oh, you as a legislator would depend on you to make some law for us. Then you're sitting there, putting among yourself. When Richard Henry was speaker at that time, they were together. But today, the brother has come to say lawmaker that would depend on them. And the court system has said the immense. The court system, no law in this country again. When somebody go to the court want money from you, the poor man. As long as you rich man, okay, boy, poor men have no justice in the player.
Thank you, my brother. No money, no justice. Liberia's new slogan. Hello? Hello? Why do no more people keep dropping off this line? What happened? Hello, let's talk to this person.
Yeah, Mr. Austin.
How are you? Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Leila from Browville Motokono.
From Browville Motokono.
Browville Motokono.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to tell you for the show, but it is true that while they put on requesting for the say like when you're lying, the reality are already true. and they were lying on job and they are already proving whatsoever plan that they make. Like, who are exposing? We already know the difference for them. So we always tell them the kids, they were sort of cheating on them from money to get it doing it. It can be president and when job we are and be president with guy, you're not able to say president, being president. You see what happened to you? So these people, they are hard people that have to live. They must try to live for history.
Thank you. Mention
How are you?
Hello.
This is morning. Get out of the police. I move. Let me recommend you. You know, that Craft Foundation, Craft Foundation, that it will be eating former president, the current president of the Liberia, that President George Manawia's wife can have that kind of foundation and work at all back here. She not even have a teaching. If the Craft Foundation remain here up to 2029, it will make a lot of impact on the life of Lagos people academically. And they see that to be a success, so they want to try to do some kind of way and close. And Austin, that would be difficult. Seriously, the government had to focus the interest of the Lagos people. Because you see the report that you're reading, anything you are doing in the country, international community, they are monitoring you. Can you imagine Austin Kawa, the president said that made people drunk today with power, they do all kinds of things to Lagos people. President, we are looking at 1%. He gave to the people, say, President Joseph Mabaka said that we win the election. For them to focus how to develop the country in the 6 years, they did that, they get doing all kinds of things. At the end of the day, when you go for election, then you want to steal election. Also, it's powerful for the educated people to be in power today, where send the after recovery are they in place. So Joseph have a college to Ghana, even they have that of a here. The after recovery team will never ever go there because what they are supporting the government. This is how we build the country. Every day, Craft Foundation. So that Katum Bakai show or the foundation or the President Joseph Bakai Foundation. Where is the foundation that will take care of Lagos people? Lagos people taking care of it now until they become president today. He is still on the back of the Lagos people. So we are observing the education and seeing how the people will do to impact the life of Lagos.
Thank you. Next person, go ahead. Let's hear you, my dear brother.
Hey, Austin, how you doing? Happy New Year, man.
Wish you the same.
Thank you for the topic today. I just want to speak on the foundation issue there. Austin, I listen to everything you said today. You will be thinking, say, JMB, Omen Baga, will be telling man, Katumu, say, you know what? That thing was dollar clear day, or ain't clear day. Let's go see how she do it so we can see what we can get one in Lofa, or maybe in Bonkante, or Bomikante, or something. Because Bomi, it's in Jamaica, I think. Maybe that where I almost saw that cater for people. Oh, I get baby thing on that. So the same idea she bring here, City of Hope in Liberia, I think. She has the potential to set up that foundation. I can tell anybody. They more into youth development football. They more the whole left and think she been into football and been working and things like that. She get a means of doing that, I think. But if you see successful people doing things and you want to do the same thing, you gotta go to the end so they can mentor you, or you admire them, you try to copy it and thing. Most of the thing, the formula already there. You have not to be.
But she said no. They want you build that air one.
You have to know how to put the A, B, C, or the math and sounds to. Let's see how can set up on us. No, I'm being when I did that. But let's talk again. They put it out in sales here, but you said it. They're trying to we are people that can say, oh, but the not for nothing. But you want anything. You want to take all that thing. You sales there, tell about anything again. So you don't gotta feel. You have to do. When people know how to do things, you gotta go and work with them and find a way how they can do their thing. How did they look it? I'm thank you for the show. Thank you.
Welcome, my brother. Let's take okay, let's take what is time? Okay, 5 minutes. Yeah, I think eat 5 more minutes. Anthony Steven time. Let's go. Take a few more calls and then we'll go home. No. Oh, no. You are disqualified.
Hello?
Good evening to you.
Oh, this is Chokola Bayi calling you from for district number 17, Eco Community.
Okay.
Okay. I want to say something. Let that criminal that is state there on his postpone our former president. I want you to understand that the former president George Weah, the football he was playing, he didn't play a football for nothing. He had millions of dollars before he got into politics. I want to let him know that George Weah not looking at President Boga who was used to put salt in water for bill to protect us before he said it. I heard him talking about Cloud Foundation and the government money. If the government money, let the prove it. These people have money before they came in government. That was what the made a call and the other for me. Let me get them to understand. I don't know what they like doing. The American government not supporting that man for America. He get there and talking about that stupid on his show.
Thank you. I don't know who show it. Hello?
Good evening, Mr. Austin.
Yeah.
They love to make I'm conclude. I said, the clap, Malacla, we have foundation on the Katu, Bagashimo, the job we have. Because I wish for the Israel, in the ballet, looking for care for place to place. They will try the foundation, Malacla, we are children going in the Grandpa children. And I wish quality the money, the people. They wish that they will try and deserve they will repent. Repent that disaster will come for them.
Thank you very much.
Wish that they will try to deserve for that wish.
Thank you. At least you concluded now. We can take just 2 more calls and then we go home on the call in session. Good evening.
Yeah,
I'm aware. We lost that person again. So in my own country, they try to track me down. Hello. Good evening to you. Let's hear you.
I'm Jimmy from the Borough of
Mama, I sign that things and we are Nizo.
I'm Jimmy. I'm calling from the Avenue in the Borough of Nikita.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so thank you. Yeah, setting up one thing that this is what we call for. This is what we work ourselves. You see, sometimes when you were parents say, my dad too much working around in Abu, and you try to work in a garden when you see them back, when you follow it. Look, God, they look at some second Joshua. What if they ever want to do that land that they want to bury down there? They cannot come and cut it power. Get to money, people pay, put it, people eat for it. No play. Don't be a motorcycle, don't be a keke, don't be a market. So, they want to say, whenever we get money around in the country, chief. We get money around, no solution to our problem. So, the people need that no idea for us. Not direction, but the comments will be creating policy and control. But no policy. The moment when it comes to policy, or you say, what year? I will use social media. No. If you have social media, comments will find way. The comments will give them comments will talk to money, but only talk to us. They get past like that, the money should go to their own work. Can we survive in the current country? And they say, can we survive in the current country? But again, you're going to continue talking. Maybe you're going to continue to the national community now, and part of the city, because I think you're going to listen to without on the ground now. Maybe you're telling the national community in our thought about but without on the ground. I think you're going to make a listen because it's suffering and too much.
Thank you. He doesn't have option. He has to listen. He forced to listen. We are not speaking for him to listen. We're speaking for him to correct the wrongs and for our international friends to understand that there are men still on the ground here who are willing to engage Joe Boga and his gangsters. And it's good that the message is resonating. It's good that our foreign partners, especially the US, they are all taking some actions, sending some strong messages and signals across the globe. This report is welcoming. this report is welcoming, and we all have to share this report and ensure that everybody get access to this report. So we don't rate our tourists who may want to come to this country. Until we see tomorrow, I'm leaving with this one, Mr. Liar Man. And this message goes directly to Joe Bwaka and his group of gangsters. Until we see tomorrow, do have yourselves pleasant moments in your respective areas. My name is Austin. Good night.
You know, a liar man, a liar man, a liar man, a liar man, oh Mr. Liar man. You know I didn't do the thing you say I do, oh Mr. Liar man. Rastafari, you, Big up.